Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest Griffin trapping video. Today we'll be going over a bunch of attacks on Pennywise's Griffin trap. He has about 50 plus attacks coming in on him right now. He's got 4 billion plus of each resources out, so he's basically baiting them really hard here. He's going to hit his Griffin now, so all his troops are going to be coming back. He's going to quickly switch to his war gear, and then once he gets that, he's actually going to have his leader in his shelter, so he's going to have to take his leader out, recall that. The attacks are still coming in. There's about 40 plus attacks still hitting him. All the attacks that are hitting him right now are getting zeroed right now, and he's going to try and actually ram away before people start recalling, but unfortunately for that, for some reason he got this really big lag spike. He was unable to actually ram him away, and then it was just like Wheel of Death here. He was just like, oh no, and then he's going to try and actually do it again. So hopefully this next time it actually works out, and boom, here goes the random. So he's able to actually random away there. I believe he got almost 12 million kills from that, from that whole interchange there. So right after a Griffin trapping, the thing you want to do is actually go back to the spot where you are. He's clicking occupy where he should be actually clicking transfer. Transfer is what actually teleports here. So what you can do is actually port back into the spot where all that is, because people just keep sending marches after that. And a lot of times you get some extra kills from people just keep sending marches. They don't realize what has happened. They're just in basically autopilot mode. They're just farming your resources. So they keep sending marches at you even after you've killed a bunch of their troops. Here we're just going to go over a bunch of the reports. Most of these are actually tier 4 attacks. So most of the 12 mil kills he got was tier 4 attacks. We're not going to go through every single one because there was like 50 plus, but we'll just show you kind of highlights here. Yeah, you can see that a lot of people's infirmaries are actually filling up, losing over 200 plus thousand of each, depending on what they're sending. Some people are sending tier 2. I believe this is tier 4. Yeah, this is a tier 4 attack. But some people like to farm at tier 2 just because they're faster. Other people like to send tier 4 because they get more resources per hit. Well, actually, a lot more resources per hit. So, but it's also a lot more risky because this could happen. You could be hitting a Griffin trap and all of a sudden you lose over 1 million of your tier 4 because your infirmaries fill up, depending on how many infirmaries, because a lot of people only have 200,000 or 300,000 infirmaries if they're attacking, if they're not like a rally trap or something. So a lot of times what happens is you'll actually only get 1 or 2 hits in, and then your infirmaries fill up, and all of a sudden the other 4 or 5 attacks that you're sending like this is just 375,000 dead troops. It hurts a lot because you can drop a lot of might. Like you can drop like 30 or 40 mil might just from one actually pull from a Griffin if you send too many marches. So some of these guys are losing that many troops. And Pennywise on this one hit almost got 12 million kills just from it. So yeah, you can see this guy was 375,000 tier 4 dead. This one was about 250,000 tier 4 dead. You can see just a bunch of dead troops here. By the way, if you guys actually want to send your clips in and get featured in one of these videos, just message me online. I'll put my link in the description down below. You can actually get your video on here. If you want to do a full video, you got to send me enough clips to do a full video. If you want to just be top 5 traps of the week, I can just add you to that. But this one, Pennywise actually sent me 3 good clips, so I made a whole video on it for him. So this is going to be his first clip, and this is actually the biggest pull. You can see there's the most kills on this one. The other 2 ones, he only got about 9 million kills each, but it's still 9 million kills in one pull, which is really good. And the other 2, he didn't actually lag. So if this one, he didn't lag, I'm not sure if it actually worked out in his favor because more people were sending marches and he got more kills because people kept sending them. But sometimes people can actually realize it and recall. But on this one, it didn't really matter. There was so many people attacking. People didn't see his troops come back, and all of a sudden he got a bunch of extra kills, I think, on that. And this one is tier 1, I think. Yeah, someone was setting tier 1 at him farming. Probably not the best. I guess it's really fast, but you're not really getting many resources per pull. So this guy lost his leader with tier 2. He sent tier 2 in his leader. It's not usually what you want to do. And this was the last tier 4 attack on this one. And here comes the second clip. So this one, same thing. I believe this is technically the third clip. I put the second clip last because it was a little blurry, so I didn't want to put it right up the front so people could have a better clip to start off. The last clip's a little blurry. I'm not sure. It was just the recording from his perspective. It just kept going out of focus for some reason. I'm not sure why. But this one, he's going to be doing the same thing. He's just kind of parked in this little spot, so people got to walk far away. You don't always have to park on an island. As long as you're in a hive and you're having people walk far enough, you can it actually works really well, because the point is you want as many marches walking towards you as possible. You can see this guy is sending like 5 or 6 marches down here, this RE Bizbuzz. The other guy, I think that's tier 4 because that's really slow. So that guy's going to get in a world of hurt if he pulls the Griffin here and doesn't recall his troops, because those are all tier 4, I'm pretty sure. Those are really slow walking marches, and he's got like 4 or 5 or yeah, 5 or 6 of them marching towards him. The other guy's marches a little faster. He didn't have a speed gear on, so there's no way, unless he's sending like tier 4 sieges, troops should be that slow. So he's basically waiting to see as many marches as possible he can actually get. So he's got about 30 plus now, which is a good time to pull it back. You can see he starts at about 165 million troops before the pull here. So we'll see how many kills he actually gets from this one. The other one, I didn't actually see the ending, but I think it was around 154, and he started at like 144 or something, or 156. I think, yeah, he got about 12 million on that one. So this one, he actually was able to random without actually doing that. He's going to try and port back in, but I think what's happening here, it's a little glitchy. Those aren't actual marches walking towards there. And yeah, he ports away. Didn't get any extra kills on there, I don't believe. It was just a graphical glitch on there. So you can see he actually has really good war gear. I think his stats are like 250 each on his war gear, because his jewels and all that. So you can see the amount of marches actually here, and he ended up at like what was that, 173 million kills at the end. So you got about 9 million kills on this one, or 8 million kills on this poll. So it was a really good poll, about 8 million kills on that one. And these are all the marches. So this guy was sending tier 1. You can see those were the really fast marches walking back and forth there. And the tier 2 are also pretty quick, but you can see the other one was really, really slow. I think that was a tier 4 hit. It could be from people like this, where this guy was sending tier 4. So yeah, each tier 4 hit, you're losing 100,000 or 80,000, depending on how big the march you're sending. If you're sending 250, yeah, ouch, 250,000 tier 4 dead on that one. And then, yeah, this guy lost a lot of troops. This Biz guy, that was the guy we saw. Yeah, he was sending tier 4, and yeah, he lost almost all those marches, actually. Yeah, Biz. Yeah, he lost, like, was it 5 marches? So that was almost 1.2 million tier 4 dead just from himself. So yeah, it's like a 45 mil might drop in just tier 4. He ended up losing there. Dino wasn't doing too well either. He was sending tier 4 as well. This guy is starting to fill his infirmaries as well. So yeah, that one, 250,000. Yeah, and once the infirmaries fill, it really, really hurts. Yeah, you can see the 250 deads. It's even worse, I guess, if you're sending 375, like that guy in the previous video or the previous clip. He was sending 375, so he's getting whole 375,000 marches just completely wiped out. And yeah, Demir here losing 250,000 tier 4 as well. This is Gino T's losing 250,000. This is Dino, he's also losing 250,000. So all these guys' infirmaries filled up. These are the extra marches. Like your first march, you probably have enough infirmaries to fill it, or you have enough infirmaries not to fill up your infirmaries. But if you're sending like 6 or 7 marches, there's no way you have enough infirmary space. So by like the 3rd march, you're already completely filled, even if you have a lot of infirmaries, and then the other ones are just all deads. Yeah, you can see Demir, he lost a lot of troops too. It looks like he lost like 4 or 5 full marches of tier 4. Sega, I think he was sending tier 2, so it's not too bad. 172,000 tier 2 dead. And Dino was sending full tier 4 as well, so I think he lost 5 or 6 marches as well. Yeah, Genoti, same thing. I think he said the same thing. So a couple of people there, they lost over 1 million tier 4 each, which is like huge. It's one pull, all of a sudden you're losing that many tier 4. That really hurts. And then Genoti here, again, just another 250,000. It's just like, ouch. It's hard to see sometimes. So this is going to be the last clip. This one was a little blurry, like I said. This is technically the second clip. It's the one in between the first and second, but I just kind of put it at the end just because it's a little bit blurry. It is not your computer that's losing what's called resolution here. It's the clip itself. For some reason, when he was recording it, it was going from focus to unfocused to unfocused to focus again. So just kind of bear with me on the last clip here, because it is a good one as well. He's going to get a bunch of kills. I think he gets about 9 million kills on this one as well. I think he starts at around, was it 156, ends up around 165 mil at the end. So I don't actually have the reports for this one either. So yeah, that's also why I put it at the end, because there's no reports. But you see there's going to be about 30 plus marches again walking towards him. But we'll see how many kills he gets just by how many kills he actually gets, not by what you get to see, but you can assume there's a lot of deads on this one. So you see he starts at 156 mil kills. I think he ends at about 165 after this, so about 9 million kills. He is going to basically, same thing, recall his leader, unshelter his leader once his troops get back, hit the random. Hopefully the random works this time. And yeah, it did work this time, so there's no lag on that. But we'll check out, see how many kills he actually got here. We'll see what he ends off on. We'll pause it right here. So he ended up on 163 actually. So that was about 8 million kills-ish on that one, 7, 8 million kills on that one. So really good job from Pennywise there on these Gryphon trap pulls. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Gryphon trap video. I do have my own Gryphon trap I'm working on, so I will be releasing some of those clips for myself. I'm just working up getting a good base on that, so get as many clips as I can before I show you how I'm doing it. It's a little bit different than these kind of Gryphon traps. It's more kind of like solo trapping. It's kind of like a Gryphon solo trap, so it's a little bit more fun. I'll show you guys all that once I get enough clips of that. It's really fun baiting those leadered attacks and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have a rally trap video coming out tomorrow. The top 5 traps of the week will be coming out the day after, and then I'll probably just have another solo trap video after that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.